Welcome to the SQL Bonanza practice contest. This is a two-part video for setting up and solving the first exercise. All exercises are in HackerRank. You need to have an account in HackerRank to get started. Once you have an account, go to hackerrank.com/SQL-bonanza-practice. I'm already logged in. If this is your first time, it will say join. If this is your second time and onwards, you have an enter contest button. You click that button and then you will go to the first exercises, which we have right now. As we go through the first exercise, we see that we have the metadata of a table called HackerRank.McDonald's_menu and the link that is from Kaggle, which contains the data that you need to fill in HackerRank.McDonald's_menu. You need a Kaggle account too to download the data required to import in HackerRank.McDonald's_menu. Let's do that. But before, we have to know what we're going to do with the data. After you read this document thoroughly, you will find out that you need to filter by the category with the value salads. And then you have to export that file in a CSV with the header and the delimiter as a comma, and we have to force double quote enclosures. The way we can export it is by pasting it in the text area or by clicking the upload code as file. Now that we know what we have to do, we don't have to come here until we have solved the problem. We definitely need the metadata, so we just copy it on our clipboard. Let's go to Kaggle and get the nutritional information. Going to the hyperlink, we scroll down, and as long as we're logged in, we will be able to download the menu.csv. We save this in our sandbox folder. It looks like we are all set up to do our objective. So let's go and create a route through our browser. We can do that on Codeanywhere.com. You need to create an account in order to be able to create your own container there. We go to Codeanywhere.com. We're going to the editor and we are going to create a new container. We're gonna call the name of the container Campbox, and we're gonna try to find one that has Python and Ubuntu installed. We will have to wait for a while for getting the container to set up. Once that is done, we can upload on the root folder the data that we got from Kaggle, and also create the SQL statement that will create the metadata in our database. First thing first, we right-click our container name and we click the upload. And then we upload the file menu.csv. The second thing that we have to do is create the metadata file. So how we do that is we create a file, new file, and then we paste the metadata we got. We also put a drop statement just to be safe. And we save this in our root folder as menu_dtt.sql. Now we are all set up. Now we go back to the terminal and we set up our PSQL. So first we do a sudo apt-get update to see if there is any updates to the PSQL. This will be the language that we will be using for our database. Once that's done, we do sudo apt-get install PostgreSQL space PostgreSQL -config. If there is any prompt to say yes, we type Y and we click enter. Once that is done, all we have to do is log in as user PostgreSQL as Postgres and use a command to create the schema HackerRank where we will import the table on the second part. So we do sudo u Postgres PSQL. Our command is create schema HackerRank, and that will be the thing that we need to do. So thanks for watching the first part of the video, and and remember the requirements we got. We are going to use those requirements to do and implement the second part of the video. Thank you. Goodbye.